Now, if you're a Sonic fan like me, you've most likely heard or even played a Sonic fan game before. There are a lot of Sonic fan games, like before and after the sequel, Sonic GT, Sonic Utopia, Sonic Robo Blast 2, and probably one of the most infamous Sonic fan games out there, Sonic 2020. Or Sonic Omens. There is a lot of talk about Sonic Omens, some good, some bad. I won't be getting into all that, mainly because I really don't care. I'll give you my opinion on the game though. I don't like it. I think the game is bad. I think the engine the game uses is bad. I think the levels are bad. Wait, that's right. This game has levels. Surprisingly. As you can see in the title, I'm clearly going to be talking about the Chapter 1 levels. But why not the other ones? Because I don't want to ruin my entire day. I know about the jungle stage and the one underwater tree stage or whatever it's called. I played those levels way back before even thinking about making a video. And I don't like those levels, and if I were to rank them, they would be at the bottom of the list, fighting to the death. Now the stages that I played were Wellspring, Chao Paradise, and Area 99. These were the ones on the stage select, so those are the ones I played. I'm already knowing I might get some hate from the Sonic Omens defenders, but honestly, if you're gonna defend something, at least defend something worthwhile. Like these nuts. But enough of me, please sit back, grab your nutsack, and enjoy listening to me complain for however long this video is.
In life you have roadblocks.
In my opinion, the worst Chapter 1 stage is Wellspring, and it's kind of a shame. First levels are supposed to make impressions, to make you excited to keep playing. Although all I felt afterwards was something. We load up the stage and here we are. Home. We jump out of Tails' workshop and immediately start moving. Well, now before these tutorials pop up, stopping the game to a halt. Now I know Sonic games have tutorials, but most of those you have to initiate yourself. Here I just got violated. Now I will admit I didn't know you could turn off the tutorials until later. I was too focused on how bad this stage is. Just a few seconds into the stage and I was already experiencing things I didn't like that much. It's the engine the game uses. Sonic Omens uses the Infinity engine, a boost style engine. At first glance the engine looks really cool, it looks fast, fluid, and fun. But then you use it. This game's level design is not made for this engine. There is only one stage in this game that makes use of the engine pretty nicely. If these stages are just too narrow, it has platforming when this engine is really just used for quick movement on the ground if you ask me. Not to mention, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but the engine isn't fun to play. Maybe there just hasn't been a fan game to make this engine fun and worthwhile. Maybe in the future perhaps. But for now, this engine isn't fun, and neither is this stage. Sonic just moves way too fast for this narrow stage. I actually prefer not boosting a little. As we keep moving, we hit this tutorial. Then the game tells me how to break a box. Why? This quick step section is a prime example of this engine's problem to me. Call this a skill issue if you want, I don't really care, but Sonic's movement doesn't feel nearly as snappy or as tight as it should be, especially when boosting. Sonic's movement feels very loose and just kind of strange. The only time the boost is good is when you air boost. I'm being so for real, I'm telling you. They really should have just given Sonic a drift in this engine. It would have not only made the engine, but the game's level design better. I boost down this straight road and finish the stage, finally. And I got an S rank. Maybe I treated you too harshly. Maybe. Overall, I give this stage about a 4.5 out of 10. It's just not fun, and Sonic's movement and physics make this stage worse. Coming in at number 2 is Area 99. This stage is a little bit better, but not by much. This stage pretty much takes place at the gun lab. Remember those guys? It starts off with some different pathways, which is nice, some rail grinding, and me not boosting through enemies, but homing attacking them instead because I wasn't thinking. So far, this stage is better than Wellspring. This opening set piece is kind of fun to play through, and I hope this keeps up throughout the rest of the stage. I wish that were true, because once you enter the inside of the lab, it's not as fun. This inside part has a lot of platforming segments, which isn't that bad. I just wish it was more corridor boost segments. But thankfully, the inside of the lab doesn't last for long, as we are now underground, it seems. I'm not even gonna hold you. This section was quite fun. It was short and sweet, and that's all I got. Overall, this stage is a step up from the first. I give this stage about a 6 out of 10. Now finally, coming in at number 1 is Chao Paradise. First off, this stage slaps. It is the most fun I've had with the Infinity engine ever. Even more than that one Grand Metropolis stage. It wasn't even all that, man. Now the game tried to teach me a new ability, but I got hit while trying to do said ability, so I hate you now. Moving forward, they have these little hoop things you can grapple onto, like from Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric. See, but in this game, they are so much fun to use. When using them, they keep the speed you had while approaching them, so it doesn't slow the level down at all. This level has so many different ways to go, enemies to kill, and time to waste because it took way too long for this video to come out. Now when approaching this one set of rails, Amy calls us and starts talking to us, talking about a picnic or something. Now my boy Sonic forgot about the whole thing. It's all good though, because who really cares about a picnic anyways? This ain't Yogi Bear. Like Amy, what was you thinking? Don't nobody want to go on picnics no more? Take my boy to Olive Garden, Chili's, Popeyes, Carl's Jr. Don't nobody want to go on no picnic? I'm sorry, Amy. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. After boosting through more of the stage, we get to this long stretch of water where we gotta collect boost capsules to keep running on water. Although they do got this spot of land with some enemies for getting back on the water, and before I know it, the stage is finished. I've completed the best stage in the game, and now I feel empty inside. Sad. And alone. Overall, I give this stage by 8 out of 10. Very solid. And you guys might be asking about Wild Ridge. No!
Ain't nothing like a phone, give me.